Hello cuties, I'm coming at you with another like let's get stuff done vlog. I am working on a couple of longer videos. I've just started a few, so there's nothing like ready to go for this week's video, so I was like, hey, why not just do another to-do video or another little body doubling thing going on, maybe get some chores done, just kind of hanging out, you know. One exciting thing that happened that I forgot to mention in my like wrap up like video thing is that I got a little like, what is it called, like a little shelf unit kind of thing for my yarn. So I've kind of cataloged, not really cataloged, but like I can visually see a lot of the yarn that I own now. I'll show that to you later. Right now, I'm actually in the process of making some pickles, which I'm super excited about. And I'm going to make myself a matcha latte right now. I promised some people in my Discord server that I would explain how I make matcha and how you don't need a matcha whisk to do it. So to even prove my point further, even though I have a tiny little like, I'll show you what I have. So I have this little whisk thing, which works perfectly fine for me, but if you literally have no supplies and you don't know how to make a matcha latte, I'm gonna teach you how I do it. This is not like the official way that you're supposed to do it. I'm not an official practitioner of matcha or anything. I've just had a long journey of how to get here. So I'm just gonna use a fork to show you that you can literally do it with whatever you have. I guess my only suggestion would just be to make sure you have good quality matcha, but other than that, live your life. Get a small bowl. This technically is a matcha bowl, but it's just because it has a spout to pour shit on either side. Doesn't really matter. What you're gonna want to do is get your nice matcha and put about a teaspoon, like half a teaspoon. Let me adjust this really quick. And then I'm gonna explain to you why you don't actually need a whisk. I forget where I learned this. I think it was literally on Pinterest or something. But basically, if you just have your matcha right here and you pour just enough room temperature water, and again, you can use whatever. You don't need a whisk. I'm literally using a fork right now and it's gonna turn out great. Sure, there's like better and worse ways to do things, but if it gets the same end result, I think we don't necessarily have to make sure we spend all the money on certain things. Okay, so you have now mixed in the room temperature water, so you basically have like a paste, like a nice matcha paste. This pretty much gets rid of all the clumps, and you don't have to do it until it's like just barely dissolved. I would say maybe add like an extra dot of water just to like really help it, so there's not going to be any clumps or anything. And then you're going to want to pour your water in. I wish that I had better measurements for this, but at this point I'm kind of eyeballing it. I would say I'm probably adding in like half a cup, 3/4 of a cup water, and then you're just going to use your fork or your little tiny whisk and you're just gonna want to keep doing that until there's a lot of bubbles in the matcha. Definitely not so fun if you have trypophobia. Luckily I do not. Then you're just going to get your glass. I use maple syrup to sweeten it. You can use honey, you can use whatever. Basically, if it's like already in liquid form, it's a lot easier to dissolve. So I just pour it straight into the matcha that's warm already, so I can really just like mix it in there. But it's very easy to just add more if you want more. This is based on your own personal preference, so I'm not going to tell you how much or how little to sweeten your matcha. And then add whatever kind of milk you want to do. I personally like doing vanilla oat milk because it gives it kind of a vanilla-y flavor, and also I don't really use vanilla oat milk for anything else. Fill it up, I don't know, like a cup of this. Okay, the moment of truth. It's so good. It's so good. Wow. Okay, I probably Could have done like that last splash of maple syrup was probably not necessary. But honestly, hell yeah, dude. I used to struggle so hard to make a good matcha. It always just used to taste like absolute garbage, like watery grass. And now I feel like I've finally hit my stride. I would definitely play around with it a little bit. It's obviously based on everyone's personal preference, but in terms of like getting the consistency right and everything, it's not as complicated as you make it seem. You don't need all this fancy equipment. You just need a fork and a bowl. And obviously some nice matcha, but like I would hope that you would be doing that anyway. I get mine from Thrive Market and it's really, really good. I'm not like a shill for Thrive or anything, but I am like a paying member of it. And I think I might have like a, if you share this with people, you'll get a discount, they'll get a discount sort of thing, like a referral code or whatever. So I'll put that in my description if you want, but I really like their matcha. It works well and it's not super duper expensive. So now I'm going to pour the liquid into here. I will share my pickle recipe. Oh wait, red pepper flakes. Should I add a clove of garlic too? Yeah, I think I will. Okay, a couple cloves of garlic in there. Very weirdly shaped garlic. Okay, yeehaw. Okay, awesome. I don't know what else I have to do right now, but I'll catch you back in a minute. In events that are shocking to absolutely not a single person, I'm watching the World Cup and about to start knitting a little bit. I'm making really good progress. I've finally split off for like the butt part of the hood. There's no other way that I can describe it. I'm just starting to do decreases for the first time. It's good, it's good. I accidentally messed up a little bit on one part right here, but it's not really visible from the outside of the hood, so it doesn't really matter. I personally don't care enough to go back and fix it. I noticed it like a row or two after it would have been easy to fix the issue, and I did not want to rip back because honestly, going and ripping back was probably going to do more harm than good. And because you can barely see the issue from the front, I was like, you know what? We're just gonna keep going. Yeah, it's super duper duper gloomy and sad outside today. It was just a absolutely horrific heat wave this past weekend, so I'm really glad it's cooled down a lot. We don't even have to have the ACs on today. It's really nice. Just trying to let them breathe a little bit today. I'm running the fan on them so they can dry out a little bit, because just having them run straight through for like days on end, kind of not so great. Anyways, I'm just gonna sit here and do a little bit of knitting while I watch this stupid f***ing game. Nothing has happened yet, and I don't want either team to win. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay, hello. Things are still a bit of a mess, but I have all my like crafting stuff here and the new shelf. These are all crafting projects. I want to add something to this. I want to do some kind of embroidery or something on here. So that's why this is in the pile. This is an incomplete scrapped sweater that I've been working on for quite a while. I really just need to finish up the connection up here so that I can start on the sleeves. Genuinely just need to get that over with. This, I really want to adjust it so that it actually fits me because it's a little big at the moment. I just want to see if I can do some kind of tuck or whatever so that it fits. This too, also a little big. I have to take it in. This, I think also is just a tiny bit big, and I want to take it in so that it fits me a little better. Bessie Kelly gave me all these things, and most of them, like, mostly fit. So yeah, there's a couple of projects. I have to add a little bit of elastic to this, and I really need to just learn how to use my sewing machine because I need to do this like ASAP because I really want to wear this later this summer. This is just clothes recycling. And then here's some fabric, aka an old bed sheet that I want to use to make like a dress or a skirt. So I'm gonna put all these things back. Anyway, I have some yarn over here on the side just because I actually unfortunately have so much that it's a little bit overflowing outside of this. But I did want to show you how cute. I tried to organize it via color. I realized that the way that I did it was a little like reds, oranges, pinks, yellows up here, white, gray, black, and then blues and greens down here. So that was a little funny that I did it that way, but it's fine. It's also a bit rough having this on floor level because Flip sheds so much, but it's fine. What I did really want to do though with you guys is go through my yarn stash really quick. I think I have an idea of what I want to do because I really want to knit a tiny little sweater for my nephew. And they're going to be visiting early next year where it will be very, very cold in New York City. So it's going to be kind of like a belated Christmas present. And I don't know if I should do 6 to 9 month size or 9 to 12 month size. I'm leaning towards 6 to 9 months because by the time that he comes to visit, he will be in that age range, and that's when it's like cold. That's when it's gonna be cold. If he's a summer baby, he's not gonna necessarily need a sweater between 9 and 12 months. But if I do a 1-year-old one, would that be better? But then like 1 to 2 years, I don't know. It probably won't take me that long, to be honest. So I don't mind making a 6 to 9 month sweater and then like a 1 to 2 year sweater as well as like a birthday present for like that following winter. I don't know. I'm just happy to have an excuse to make tiny little cute things. Sue me, okay? I think the inspiration that I have is this photo right here. I keep seeing it on Pinterest. I'm not going to do this exact style with like the rolled collar and sleeves and everything, but I have the pattern for a very basic sweater. It's the Flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. It's free if you want to use the pattern, if you're looking for a sweater pattern. And I don't really love the like garter edging on the side, so I'm probably just gonna skip that and just do the whole thing like regular. But I'm going for this vibe because my brother-in-law apparently used to love this lobster stuffed animal or something when he was growing up, so I thought it would be really cute to like pass that on to his kid, and then his other future kids can wear it or whatever. I just thought it would be like a cute little nod, like a nice little motif. So I think I'll probably do like duplicate stitching with this red yarn that I have, and then just use this for the sweater. And I think honestly this is probably enough. If I'm knitting the sweater, this is probably enough for it because it's literally for a baby. So yeah, I think honestly this is gonna be perfect. It's just acrylic yarn, so it'll be nice and soft for the baby and warm enough, you know. You're not gonna be like keeping a baby outside and like putting it through extreme weather for like hours at a time, so it's not like it has to be you know, crazy durable for the cold weather. But anyways, I think I'm gonna get started on that sooner rather than later. This will probably be the 6 to 9 month sweater, and then I'll figure out what to do for the 1 year sweater. I'll look through my stash in a bit. I'm a liar. Hello, it's next day. I looked at my pattern and it seems that the sizes are a little different. Also, I did a little bit of thinking. I want him to be able to wear the sweater for longer, so I'm gonna do the little lobster sweater for the 1 to 2 year age size, and then I'm gonna do a little, probably just a plain green sweater. I might add a little like design or decoration on it potentially. I'm just gonna do duplicate stitch because I am not gonna mess with color work right now. I don't know how to do that, so I don't really want to stress myself out. and have it look weird and bad. So I'm gonna do this green sweater because I have some of this yarn for the Christmas sweater in the 6 to 12 month size, because that's the size. There's not a 6 to 9 or a 9 to 12 month size, which probably is best so that, you know, it can be worn for a little bit longer or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna do this green one first, because if it doesn't turn out as good, he's only gonna be wearing it for like a short period of time anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And then I will have taken all of my lessons that I've learned to make the lobster one, which will be one that lasts longer, that he can wear for a longer time, yada yada yada. Yeah, I will do like project vlogs for both of these. You might see me working on it in other vlogs and stuff, but I will do a dedicated one where I'm just like working through my yarn stash, because technically these would be yarn stash scrap projects kind of, because like this amount of yarn, just one skein of this is like not necessarily enough to like make a solid color of anything. And also I don't personally really want to be wearing a ton of acrylic stuff as a fully grown person that like wears clothes a lot. As a child, it doesn't really matter, because, you know, the kid's not going to be wearing it all the time for years and years and years to come. It will just be worn for a short period or amount of time. And the good thing about both of these sweaters is it's very easy to pass these down to the next sibling that comes along. So yeah, anyways, I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think of other things that I need to get done today to like bring you along with. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll see. Maybe I can do my July journal page, because I have not done that yet, even though we're like a full week into July at this point. We will probably do that later. Hello. I'm back. Ray and I did a little bit of a workout. I just took a shower, have a little recovery protein smoothie, and I think I am going to try to print out like a photo or collection of little photos or something that I can put in for my July spread. Lately, where's my journal? In terms of like how I've been doing my setups lately, I've kind of just been using like random stuff. I got a bunch of little random freebies from the BTS concert, so I made a little thing, which has been super cute. This is probably one of my favorite little collages I've ever done. And then I used our wedding invitation, not invitation, our announcement cards to do the thing for June. And now I need to do one for July. Got nothing here, ready to go. The final soccer game of the round of 16 is on right now. So I'm just gonna have that on in the background while I do this. And I really want to paint my nails as well. So I think I'm going to paint them this shade of green and then use my white nail polish to make tiny little sheep or something. I just realized that I don't have black nail polish, but I can just use a Sharpie to make the little like face dots and leg dots. And then I have my clear coat to go on top so that none of it smears. So that's pretty much the plan for the rest of the day, rest of the vlog probably. Literally just spent the past 45 minutes getting all of this together. I don't know why it took that long. Probably because I was like scrolling around. Ah, damn it. Part of one of the covers got cut off. But anyways, whatever. I'm just doing the one for July right now. I'm doing this because Ray and I are going to be meeting my family in Massachusetts to kind of celebrate us getting married. This really does not take up that much space in this whole situation, but if I do that, so I'm just gluing it down in the upper corner, and then I'll just be adding in some lettering. I think that's nice, like nothing crazy. And then on the other side, I usually do like books that I've read and projects that I'm working on. So I'm gonna do it in this color that kind of goes with it. Okay. Very simple, straightforward July spread. Literally nothing fancy about it. Maybe I can cut these out too and add them in. Okay, I tried to color in the rest of it. It doesn't look horrible. Gets the job done. Just needs to sit on this page and do nothing really. Okay, even though I missed the entire first half of this game, basically, no one has scored, so that's great. I have finally updated my little book club page. I still have to do my vision board. I printed out a couple more things for it, as well as some things for October and September, I think. Yeah, September and October. Because for August, I'm probably going to do another BTS one for the BTS concert that I'm going to in New Jersey. And yeah, I'm all set. This is so fun. I haven't finished any books this month. No, I have. Finished Daggerbound, The Dream Hotel, and The Dinner Party. Crazy enough, these are all books that I need to read for different things. So Daggerbound and The Dinner Party were both arcs. Unfortunately, The Dinner Party came out last November. Finally got around to doing it. I'm trying to get my NetGalley stats all the way up to 100, so we'll see. The Dream Hotel is for the Discord book prize thing that me and my friend are doing, which is here. Yeah. So now I get to write something in the Dream Hotel spot, which would be my review and a couple of tiny little thoughts because there's not that much space. I definitely do need to like update this because I have a couple of things off the top of my head that I remembered would help with these little bingo spots, but I can definitely add more. So I'll do that. What time is it? 5. I'm worried about painting my nails right now, I'm not gonna lie. Just because, I don't know, it takes so long for nails to dry. You know what I mean? I guess I don't have any more of this to do. So that's all set. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then just kind of send it with my nails. Hello, it is the next day. I didn't have time to finish my nails last night. I just finished them now though, and it's just a bunch of little sheepies. Also, yes, there is another game on in the background. But, oh my god, it's so cute. They're just like grazing across the field. I'm obsessed with these nails. They're so adorable. Anyways, that's it for the video. I know I look crazy right now, but I just wanted to say goodbye, show you the final nails. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, I'm sending you all my love because we're all just trying our best out here, okay? Bye, love you, bye.